Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you the part 1 of my May wrap-up. So let's get into today's video. The first book which I finished in May is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. Now, City of Glass is the third book in the Mortal Instrument series. The Mortal Instrument series is a series of 6 books. It is a long series and the main plot of the series is that there are these mythical beings called the shadow hunters who are like angelic human beings, and their job is to kill certain demons and other forces which revolve in the earth just as we do, and protect the human beings as well as themselves from these bad creatures. And actually, the author Cassandra Clare, she intended to finish the series as a trilogy, so this was supposed to be the last book in the series. Then she thought that there's a lot more that can be explored in this world, so she extended the series and wrote 3 more books, which is a very good decision if you ask me. I thought there were like a lot of storylines that were going on parallelly. How could she end them all in a single book? But this book did a very good job of ending all those storylines in a proper way. It didn't even feel boring or some things were left out. Even though the story ends here, there are multiple things which can go forward in very different directions, and those are the things that are explored in the next 3 books, of which I finished the fourth book. It will be coming up later in this wrap up, and it was very good. So I gave it 5 stars. The next one is a graphic novel which I read from Kindle e-reading, Amazon e-reading, Prime Reading, and it is Pride of Baghdad by Brian K. Vaughan and Nico Henrikon. Now, this is a graphic novel. It is comic book kind of a book, and it can be read so fast. It'll just take like 45 minutes to 1 hour maximum, even if you read it slowly. The illustrations in this are very good. The story deals with a group of lions which escape from a zoo in Baghdad after certain incidents take place. It shows the story from the point of view of the lions and how they are treated in the zoo, how they are treated outside the zoo, and what is their mentality towards human beings and how it evolves and changes. What are their ideologies towards other animals and so many things. I've read another 2 series by Brian K. Vaughan. They are Saga series, which is an adult graphic novel series. It is a sci-fi space opera kind of a graphic novel series, and the other one is Paper Girls. Paper Girls is very similar to Stranger Things. If you like Stranger Things, you will like Paper Girls as well. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, you can check both those series, which are Paper Girls and this thing, which is Saga. And I gave Pride a total of 5 stars. The next one is probably the most famous of all the books that I'm speaking about today, and it is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Now, this book deals with the story of a shepherd, and just like any other shepherd, he also grows sheep and he tames them properly. He does all those things that need to be done in order to have a proper living for himself. And one day he gets this prophecy kind of a thing from a man that he has to travel a certain distance through a desert, and while he reaches his destination, which is said to be his destiny, he'll end up having getting a huge amount of treasure, which is in forms of money and jewels and so many things. The story is essentially nothing but his life journey from being a shepherd to what happens at the end to him. The story was very philosophical. I understood that very well, but the main problem which I faced with the story was that I could not connect the plot in any way to the story in which it progressed. I can understand that the plot is not the main focus of the book, only the philosophies that have been said throughout the story. But I need at least some amount of plot in order to move such stories like this one, so I rated it as 3 stars. Next book which I read is also one of the most favorite books which I've read in these 15 days, and it is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. Now, this is the 4th book in the Mortal Instrument series. Just as I said before, I read the 4th book also after the 3rd book as soon as I could. I think this is the book which I read the fastest of all the 4 books in the series that I've read until now. I read this in like 3 seconds, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. It was that good. Though many things ended in the 3rd book, many other things opened in the 4th book, and I didn't expect certain things to continue in the story, but they continued and they were so fun to read about. And the main thing about this book is that we get many new problems like in real life. When a problem ends, nothing gets just magically better all of a sudden. There are new problems which come and people have to face that also in their life. The first three books are like set up in 2 to 2.5 months of time, and this is after 2 to 3 weeks of the third book's end, and it shows it very well. I think the book was released later due to the Infernal Devices series. So there's a lot of introduction to the old characters in the story, but I just love this. This is my jam, if you ask me. If you want to make me read a book, then it needs to be like this. I rated this also 5 stars. The next book is the second book in the Chronicles of Narnia, which is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It being the most famous of all the 7 books in the series, I am planning to read all the 7 books as soon as possible because they are so short and they are so good. The first 2 books I just loved them. This one was way better than the first book. The thing is that all of us mostly would have watched this movie, which is Narnia, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It is such a good book. It is such a great world to be lost in. There's nothing that I can say about the series. I'll try to make a whole review of the series after I finish all the 7 books. It'll be happening very soon. I'm sure about that because I love this book a lot. If you want to sit and binge a series in a week, then I'd suggest you to do this because all the books are short, and though being short, they are such page flippers. They are so beautiful worlds. There are things which you can get lost in. I rated this also 5 stars. The next one is another comic book, and it is Spider-Man Black Cat. I'm not going to try to pronounce the names of these authors because they are so tough. You can just look into them in Goodreads. It is available for free in Amazon Prime Reading, so you can try this. Now, this is about this another superhuman called Black Cat, who is visible only inside the Spider-Man universe of the whole Marvel universe. She has this weird romantic relationship with Spider-Man. It is not anything serious between them. They are like just flings for each other. The main thing about this character with Spider-Man is that they both mutually trust each other very much. Black Cat is not a positive character. She's like a funny yet badass villain, and Spider-Man is a hero, as we all know. I like the dynamic and the relationship between these two people. Spider-Man trusts her, though she's a super villain, and Black Cat also trusts Spider-Man in saying certain issues of hers with him. It was such a fun comic to read. If you want, do try this. It is available for free in Prime Reading, as I said before. I rated this 4 stars. The next one is a short story collection, and it is Short Stories, Short and Sweet by Ruskin Bond. This is available for free in Audible. If you don't have Audible, just try to install the app, and you can have a 1 month free trial 30 days free trial, and in those 30 days you'll be getting a free credit using which you can buy any book. It can be of any length, any duration length. It can be any much high in cost. You can just buy it using the single credit, and apart from that, you will also be having a vast collection of free audiobooks that you can add in your cart and just buy them for 0 rupees. I bought this one like that, and it is this collection of very good summer short stories by Ruskin Bond. It was so beautiful. I'm shooting this video on the day that is going to be released, Saturday, and I read this exactly 1 week before. I read this in an afternoon. It was so good. If you like reading little sweet stories, then you have to read this one. I rated this 5 stars. The next one is My Sister the Serial Killer by Owen Khan Braithwaite. Now, this book is based on the relationship between 2 sisters, the elder one and the younger one. And of these 2 sisters, the younger one is the serial killer. That is, she has these boyfriends, one after each, and some problem arises between her and that boyfriend, and she just ends up killing them. And the elder sister helps in covering up all these murders that is done by her younger sister. Once she finishes the 3rd murder, even after the 1st murder itself, the elder sister is so perplexed and she doesn't know how to handle this stuff. And once she googles, she understands that once a person finishes doing 3 murders, 3 or 3 plus murders, that person is called a serial killer. So the title, My Sister the Serial Killer. It is a thriller. Unlike any other thriller, it is a murder mystery kind of a thriller, but the main thing about this story is that you don't wait and watch who's the suspect, who's the killer. You just know that the younger sister is the killer from the 1st chapter itself, and the reasons behind the killings also. The thing is that how these 2 sisters handle the relationship between them, and apart from all these, rounds up as a whole, saying that everything that people do in covering up things for their family members is due to that feel of the family bonding. It was a good book and I rated it 3 stars. The next one is one of the 2 best books which I read in these 15 days, and it is The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gower. Now this story is about a tradesman named Jonah Hancock, and once he gets this mummified little mermaid, and it is a very rare thing to be found in the world, so he ends up earning money by displaying it in many freak shows and menageries and many other places like that, and he makes a huge load of money out of that. His story intertwines with this story of another lady named Angelica, who's a prostitute working in a brothel. She's very beautiful, and she's the she's the top rated person in her field of work in this place. It is a historical fiction. It is set up in the last chunk of the 1780s. I have a dedicated review for this book. If you want to know all my thoughts on this book, I think you should, because this was such a beautiful book. It is such a good piece of work. I think everyone needs to read this book if they like historical fiction or very well set stories. I'll try to link it down this description. I rated this also 5 stars. The next one is another comic or graphic novel, and it is Mimetic by James Tynion Ford and Eric Donovan. Now this story is a dystopian futuristic kind of a story, and here there is this particular image that is the cover image of the book itself. It is that of a sloth called the Happy Day Sloth, as it is said in the comic. And the thing about this sloth is that it goes viral within a few minutes over the internet due to social media, just as we have today. This book came like 4 to 5 years back, and the effect that is described then itself is so bad. If it happens really right now, I'm sure that coronavirus will die due to this thing. I'll say what is the point of the book. Once a person sees the image of this sloth, they become so happy, and they just start spreading it and making other people also see it. And all of us know that due to social media or the media itself that we have today, anything that is viral can be seen visually by everyone who can see stuff. And what happens is, after 12 hours that from you see this image, you go mad. You literally go mad. You start killing people who are unlike you, that is those people who have not gone mad yet. It is such a cool dystopian story. It is adult. It is available for free in Prime Reading, so try checking it out. I rated this 4 stars. The next book is another book which is equal to The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. I think it is even a bit more in the scale for me, and it is Sita Warrior of Mithila by Amish Tripathi. This is the book number 2 in the Ramchandra series that is being written by Amish Tripathi. There are currently 3 books up now, which are Ram, Sign of Ikshvaku, Sita Warrior of Mithila, and Ravan, Enemy of Aryavarta. These 3 books show the backstories of Ram, Sita and Ravan, namely in the chronological order, and all these stories meet in a single point, which is the cooping of Sita. That is the climax of all the 3 books. The rest of the book is totally flashback, that is from the childhood of the main characters to this point when Sita is being cooped by Ravan. I should say the second book, that is this one, is far better, way better than Ram. I'm not saying that Ram is not good in any way. It was a well written book. It was slow paced in the beginning, and it was a bit too philosophical, but this one it is more logical rather than philosophical, and also it explores the story of Sita and the story of ancient India in a proper way. He also describes many parts of India, especially in the south. We get a major portion of the story in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, which are so good to read. They reflect the south culture as well as the north culture in a very proper way in this book. I rated this one also 5 stars. I'm going to make a dedicated review for this one, so please watch out for it. It'll be coming out in a week or 2, I'm not sure when, but I'll be definitely leaving out a review for this. If you're not able to guess, I rated this one also 5 stars. The last book which I read in this first half of May is Kim Ji-young, born 1982, by Cho Nam-joo and Jamie Chan. Now, this book is about this lady named Kim Ji-young, who was born in 1982 in Korea. It shows the way of life of people in Korea during the 80s, 90s and the early 2000s. During this period, women were not treated as equal to men as they are treated right now. the main focus of this book is the equality which needs to be provided to both genders throughout the world, and it also focuses on the life of women who are like mostly tamed rather than grown by their parents, as well as the society as a whole. It is mostly a psychological book rather than just a story or the condition of people in a particular country. It explores the different levels of psychology in a human being's body, and also certain things which are very logical yet people don't understand such things. It was a very good book to read. I rated this one 4 stars. Please do try this out if you want to read certain books about equality specifically. So those were all the 12 books that I read in the first half of May. It might seem like a lesser number compared to that which I read in April, but it is not, because I've also listened to a lot of audio recordings and audio books from Audible, which I've not included in this wrap up, because I'm planning to do a separate wrap up of all the Audible books that you can read for free by the end of this month. Do watch out for it, because those are books which you can get for those are audio books which you can get for free from Audible if you have a membership. You can also have this membership by taking that free trial, and you can take all these books as a member for free and include in your collection, and you can listen to them. Most of them are so good. I don't think that this lockdown is going to end so soon, so we might get a few more days to improve our skills. So I'm going to try and share certain things from that. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.